My name is Percy Rogers, and on behalf of Society Hill Records, I'd like to introduce you to an amazing saxophone player, Mr. Benny Barksdale Jr.
Hello,
Please welcome him. Benny, how are you today?
I'm doing fine.
Great.
Good.
We're here today to introduce Benny's Christmas album, and I've had the pleasure of hearing a few songs, and it's a must-have CD, guys. This is something that you want on your shelf each and every season that comes up. And I want to ask you first, Benny, what made you? Well, give us a little background first. I'd like to know your background, where you're from, what area you grew up in, and how you got into the music business.
Well, I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I come from a musical family. My mom played piano, and my aunt played piano, and my father was a jazz drummer.
Oh.
And he really got me started in the music business. You know, in fact, he used to play down in Baltimore, down on Pennsylvania Avenue. It's a lot of the jazz clubs, you know, and you know, because he had his little drum set down in the basement, you know, and he would have me come down and I would, you know, playing some of these jazz, playing with listening to some of these jazz saxophonists like Gene Almond, Sonny Stitt, and Eddie like Joe Davis, and all. And you know, one thing led to another, and that's how I really got into this.
So, how would you describe this Christmas CD? What kind of genre would you say it fits into? Smooth jazz, a bebop type?
Well, it has a little bit of the smooth jazz feel. I have always been wanting to put a Christmas CD together for a long time, and it was through a real good friend that I had the pleasure of meeting, Butch Ingram, and he's really got me, you know, helped me out in getting this Christmas CD together. And I'm very happy with it. I mean, you know, it's a lot of standard Christmas songs that I think everybody is familiar with. And
yeah, initially, like I said to you guys, that I had the pleasure of listening to Benny's songs, and my God, this is something that you guys can sit by the fire and have a little wine or whatever your pleasure is, and it's just that smooth. The craft that he gives to his saxophone is just amazing. You guys are going to enjoy this. What's the favorite song on your CD that you had? Now, Christmas time to me is one. I'll tell you my very favorite as we go along. But what's your favorite on the CD?
well, I enjoy Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and of course Christmas Time is Here, which is I believe that's the third song on the CD.
Okay.
And of course the first one on there is "Oh Christmas Tree."
Oh, Christmas Tree.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I had the pleasure of hearing that one also.
Yes.
That's got kind of a little bop to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very moving. And you actually sing on one of these songs,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, I sing and play on it.
Okay. And it sounds like a little Nat King Cole in there
Yeah.
with the song. What is it? Christmas song.
Yeah, the Christmas
Song
yes.
by Nat King Cole.
Yes.
You're a very good singer. You guys, I tell you, you got to have this on your shelf. He's singing and playing on this song. I understand that you got a little relationship, or maybe not a little relationship, with Grover Washington, or you had with Grover Washington.
Yes.
Tell me a little about your relationship with him.
Oh my goodness, it goes way back. My wife and I, we were living in New York at the time, and another DJ who had a radio show by the name of Pat Prescott. She had a lot of musical entertainers coming on, you know, and people, you know, like calling in, you know, and she had Grover Washington Jr. on her show, and had people calling in, and I said, well, I really want to go and talk to this guy, you know, so you know, I kept calling, the line was busy, and I kept calling and calling. Finally, I got through. And I got to talk to Grover, and I introduced myself. I told him I was a saxophone player too,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always my biggest dream. I've always wanted to study under him. He just impressed me of it, all his playing and everything. So he asked me, well, am I playing anywhere? I told him, I said no. And at that time, he was doing a show down at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, and of course he was the headliner, and Onaji Allen Gummins was the other performer. So he, out of the clear blue sky, he told me to say, "Why don't you bring your horn on down and come on down to the theater?" I was like on cloud nine when he asked me that. I said, "Sure, I would love to." So I brought my horn down there, and the security guards, escorted me into the theater, and escorted me back into his dressing room, and he told me to take my horn out. I started playing a couple of little riffs, and he loved what I was playing and loved my tone. So I said, okay, well, great. And so, I put my horn back in the case. I went out into the theater, to enjoy the show. And the time that he started playing Mr. Magic, he called me up on stage. I was with my wife, and he called my name out, and I wasn't even listening. I had no idea he was gonna call my name out. And my wife said, "Benny," he said, "Grover's calling your name out. He told you come on up." I said, "What?" So I got up there. His people put my horn back together,
Wow.
and gave it to me, and I walked out on stage with him. He and I played Mr. Magic together, and the crowd went ecstatic.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and that was, I felt like I was on cloud nine.
I can imagine. So someone tells me that there's another artist by the name of saxophone player. Give me his name. I'll forget his name real quick.
Well, there's another person named Gerald Albright.
Gerald Albright.
Yes.
Tell me about your relationship with Gerald.
Well, I mean, I enjoy listening to everything he does. I mean, he is a phenomenal saxophone player, I say. But the thing is, and I've heard that his main instrument is the bass, and the way he plays the sax.
I didn't know.
I didn't either.
Mm.
And he's a bass player. So, and I love the horn that he had, and I said I really would love to have that. And I saved up my money, and I got it right here. This is it.
That's a beautiful horn.
This is the horn.
Yeah, tell me about this horn.
Well,
Because I haven't seen a horn like this ever.
Yeah, this is the Gerald Albright signature sax. It's black lacquered with it's a silver body, and it comes with two necks. The original neck, and then there's another neck. It's called a fat neck, which is what I have on here.
Okay.
And it enables you to hit your high registers, with ease, and it just the overall tone is just.
Now this is an alto.
This is alto sax. Yes.
What other saxes do you play?
Okay, I play tenor. I have a tenor, and I have a soprano sax also.
Okay.
But of all three of the horns that I have, I enjoy playing the alto.
Alto. And do you feature any of the other ones on your CD?
Yes. In fact, one of the songs on the CD is "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
Okay.
I'm playing tenor on that.
Okay.
Everything else I'm playing alto.
That's a beautiful one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And this is it. It's a beautiful thing.
How do you feel, even though you can't actually get into venues to perform, how do you feel this pandemic at this point has interfered with that type of performance?
Well, I'll tell you, it's really frustrating that, I mean, this pandemic has affected musicians all over the world.
Yeah.
And you can't play anywhere. I tell you, I mean, right now, all I've been doing, and I've luckily been doing that, I've played in some of the churches, But other than that, as far as the club circuit, it's just everything's closed down.
Right.
I was playing every Wednesday night at a place called the Crab Tavern in Darby, PA. The club is closed down right now because of the pandemic. So right now I'm just listening to smooth jazz stuff, and just hopefully eventually some of these clubs will open up in the spring.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Have you written any songs during the down period per se? While you got your little idle times going.
I have some. In fact, I wrote a song for my wife. It's called Fran's Theme. But I haven't really done any. And I just right now I'm just frustrated and wanna play right now. I just want to get out there and play like I've been doing. And
sure.
And this virus is just holding us back, man. Just
What message would you give to your fans at this time? And I'm sure there's a lot of fans that have heard your music and actually want to see you in person. But in terms of them dealing with this pandemic, what message would you like to send to your fans?
Well, just one thing, with the way this pandemic is, wear your mask, and as far as the social distancing, follow all that, because that's the only way this beast will leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I can say. It's a very sad thing.
Yeah. And it's very serious. I would encourage everyone to be safe in following those guidelines. Wear your mask, use your distancing, and just follow the science per se. So back to my good friend Benny. Tell me what's next. This Christmas album is off the hook. So what do you have planned after? Because I'm not going to play Christmas songs all year round.
Right.
So give me something to look forward to.
Well, I'm hoping with the help of my friend Butch Ingram, I want to try to get a really nice smooth jazz album out, and of course mix it up with some R&B, some funk,
a little funk in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's I can't play anything straight. It's got to be that. Gotta have
Somehow or
that
another, I see smooth jazz in you. I just don't see the funk. Now, once I hear it, I'll probably get to your side. But I see a lot of smooth jazz.
Yeah, well, I love the smooth jazz.
Yeah.
I like to listen to saxophone players like Dave Cars, David Sanborn, Richard Elliott, of course Gerald Albright.
Yeah.
Those.
You're naming some heavyweights there, man. I tell you. Yeah. So, not to belabor the point, but just to wrap it up a little bit, what do you really want your fans to know about Benny Barksdale Jr.?
Well, I'm just hoping that I want to please everybody with my playing, and I'm hoping that once this virus is over with, you come out to see me, and I look forward to seeing everybody.
You guys got to know that I'm probably going to be first in line, because once you listen to this Christmas album, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Benny Barksdale Jr. It's been a pleasure, my friend. Your music is very smooth. And the first opportunity I get, I'm going to be listening to it and get it off of Amazon. I hope you guys will do the same. You got to take it from Society Hill Records that this is something you need on your shelf. So again, I'm Percy Rogers for Society Hill Records with Benny Barksdale Jr. Guys, be safe out there. Take care.